Hello! What?
No, that's fine.
But keep going. That was good.
Welcome to the Super Basement Bro Show. My name is Connor, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, Tanner and Hasten.
2003 was an awful year for games.
It was. That Madden won Game of the Year.
Madden 04 won the 2003 Video Awards. It wasn't even the right year. So if you didn't wager from the, guess from the title name of this episode, we are going to actually rank the VGA's Game of the Year winners from since 2003. So from what we can gather...
I didn't know it's been that long.
That's what it says, but so the VGAs...
Video games were around in 2003?
Yeah, weird. I thought they started 2018.
I thought Fortnite was
the only game that ever existed.
There's other games to buy?
So, yeah, we're going to go through from 2003 to 2018. This is on tiermaker.com. If you want to look up the Game Awards, you can find this template here, which has a tier list for all the games.
And if you're actually watching, send us your tier.
Yeah, send us your tier list. So these are our Game of the Year winners from all these years. This is the Game Awards, like the Video Game Awards.
That used to be on Spike TV.
Used to be on Spike. Now Geoff Keighley's taken over and whatnot. This is all their Game of the Year winners from 2003 to 2018.
Okay, and there's so many good games on this, though. I want to make a rule.
Okay.
Only each of us can only pick one game that can go in God tier.
Oh, frick, are you kidding me?
Yes. What? You can only pick. So you can pick a game that goes in God tier. He can pick a game that goes in God tier, and I can pick.
But then every game.
There's so many games.
Well, here to give you guys a template idea of how we got this.
Are we not making it? Oh, so multiple games can go in multiple spots?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Unless you want to, should we actually rank them? That's gonna be kind of tough.
I don't want to rank them because that'll be impossible.
That'll be a
Arkham Asylum versus Skyrim.
We should upload this as a deathmatch, I guess, potentially. We'll see. I'll consider it later.
Tier time.
Tier time deathmatch. But we have God tier triple S rank, which is the best of the best. And Hasten wants to make the rule that we can each only have one game in there.
One game.
Which
each of us can.
That's easy.
That's tough for me. That's super hard. But then we have A tier, which is still amazing. B tier, C tier, and then F, which is unplayable. How did this win?
Where's Arkham Asylum?
So it didn't win the VGA's Game of the Year. But Uncharted 2. Right there. But yeah, so if you want to follow along, you can follow along at home. This is going to be kind of the episode, and then afterward, we're going to talk about just kind of what we've been playing, what we've been watching, stuff like that. So let's go ahead and start out with
first. Let's stop with just
unplayable. How did it?
I wish this could be in release order. I'm gonna look up the release order real fast. I think first was probably Madden 03.
Real quick,
right?
So
Madden 4.
There's God tier, SSS, and then there's A, B, C, and then there's F tier, which is unplayable. And how did it win?
So it was Madden San Andreas, and then probably Resident Evil 4.
Let's start with Madden.
Okay.
Shall we? Or should we just go in by chronological order? Or, alphabet order? Or
no, let's just do this. Okay. We know which ones. Okay.
For the most part.
So, Madden 04, which came out in 2003, was the game that won.
I never played Madden 04 exactly, but I did play Madden 02. Or 01? One of them. It was on the GameCube, and it had the Vikings player, Culpepper.
Randall Cunningham?
Was it Randall Cunningham?
Culpepper is also...
Culpepper, I can't remember who it was. One of them was on there, and that one was probably similar in gameplay style to this one. It was a couple years apart, a couple years before. But I remember loving that. That's the Madden I grew up with before 08, you know? Mm-hmm. And so...
Now, here's the problem, though, right? In 2003, it was not a great year for games, but... I mean, the first Call of Duty came out. Beyond Good and Evil came out.
Oh, wow.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City came out. Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, the first Splinter Cell came out. Ratchet and Clank, Devil May Cry 2. That's about it. But still, Madden?
Me and Connor were saying, Madden used to be good.
Yeah.
Now, all these games are good. In some way, at least.
Right.
Because
they won
Game of the Year.
Yeah, people like it.
But when we put this thing in F tier, I think we're all going to, we're comparing it to the other game of the year.
True, that's a good point.
It's not bad. I'm not saying Madden 03, 04 is probably bad.
That's a really good point, Hasten, because none of these games, these are all it's all in comparison to each other on this list, because Madden 04 in comparison to Fallout 76 is probably A tier. It's probably a much better game. But in terms of ranking them against each other, that's where it gets tough.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't put it in F. I'd probably put it in C.
Well,
What do you think is worse
than that?
Well, because here's the thing, Madden 04 isn't unplayable. We'd have to get rid of the unplayable part because
let's just say how did it win?
How? Yeah, just
because that does make sense.
Unplayable.
How did it win?
How did it win?
Is it like I don't care what anybody says. Madden, even though it's good, it basically never changes every single year.
But it used to. That's the thing. It used to change up until like 2010.
Yeah, but still, it beat the first Call of Duty, Beyond Good and Evil, a bunch of these really good games.
So I'm adding like some words to describe what the letters mean. For B, we're gonna say makes sense. Like that makes sense that one. A, we're gonna say definitely. Like definitely that works. And then God tier obviously is like well.
But then C could be like.
C could be okay.
Like I understand.
Just okay. I guess.
I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Okay, I guess.
Okay,
like the games that I'm like.
And then F is how. Like how did this win?
How did this win?
That's a much better way to rank this. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
So I agree then.
Right away.
Madden 04.
Madden 04. How?
F.
How did it win?
How did it win? I mean, at the time, I guess.
Still, it's Madden. I don't care. It's
the thing
Madden.
is, Madden though used to make big improvements back in the day. Like as Hasten was talking about, nowadays they've become much more just like very minor improvements,
or just the same exact
or
thing.
the exact copy and paste.
Literally, in the stands. When you read, you look up in the stands.
It
literally says Madden 19. It says Madden 19 in Madden 20.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
They literally copied and pasted.
They just copied and pasted it over. Yeah,
It's funny because that's actually in there.
That's literally what they did.
because it's true. But yeah, Madden 04.
Watch Madden 20 win.
That's when they were actually making big improvements to the game. So I can maybe see that, but still, how?
Yeah, still how.
Next up, we have Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. We apologize if we're not doing this in exact order because we don't know the exact years.
I would put okay, I guess.
I'd put okay, I guess.
I think Grand Theft Auto 4 came out before San Andreas.
You might be right.
Because I think San Andreas was the spin-off.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll go San Andreas
okay.
though, just for.
I personally have never played San Andreas.
Me neither. I would put okay, I guess, just because I don't know.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement?
I have played San Andreas, and it was alright.
We're sorry if you actually grew up playing that. And
I've heard San Andreas is amazing.
I've heard it too.
All these
is San Andreas the one where there's
is
San Andreas the one with the black guy that's like number nine or whatever, like the big fat guy with the green shirt and the bowler hat. You know what I'm talking about? He's like a classic icon of Grand Theft Auto.
He might be. I think that might be 4. No, 4 is the like Italian guy. Yeah. So that might be San Andreas.
Because San Andreas is the one where this guy. Here we go again.
I think
the meme where he's like, "Oh, here we go."
Or is that Vice City?
No, that's San Andreas.
There's so many Grand Theft Auto.
It's San Andreas because I recognize the screen. I would say
let's go to do Grand Theft Auto.
Even though I haven't played San Andreas, I will say I'd say it's a B. I wouldn't say it's a C. People will probably like yeah. So I'd say it's probably it makes sense.
Or should
it
we
makes
go off
sense
of what we're saying though?
But what I am saying is I understand. It makes sense to me that it would win.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point.
It's not like what? I guess.
Yeah.
It's like
that's a good point. I agree with Tanner.
It's like it makes sense.
Yeah, because the content, like, if that's on this list, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Like, Grand Theft Auto, that makes sense. It would
especially
win.
San Andreas, with, like, all the memes, and people love it. Like.
True. Well, if that's the case, then Grand Theft Auto 4, I'd say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah.
I personally...
I would say all the Grand Theft Autos go and make sense.
Grand Theft Auto 5, I'd put in definitely.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto is definitely.
Because, like, that's a great game. But we'll wait for that later.
It's still being updated to this day.
So next up, I'd say is probably Resident Evil 4. So this is really tough for me because I got one God tier.
You can choose, even if everyone's like, I want to put that in F tier. You can be like, this is God tier.
This is my God tier.
Yeah.
Okay. It's like the Trump.
Well, I will say I've played Resident Evil 4 and it's an awesome game. It's a great game. It's really funny. And
here's the only reason why I'm not putting it in God tier, because. There's one game later that I want to make sure is in God tier. But the thing is Tanner might too, so I don't know. No,
that's not my God tier.
I know what Tanner's God tier is going to be. Yours guys' God tier might be the same though.
Yeah, it might be. That's why I want one of us has to pick God.
Let's just all say what our God tier is.
Let's do our God tier right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's mine Skyrim.
So is yours Skyrim too?
Okay, he chooses Skyrim.
Okay, mine's Breath of the Wild.
My God tier is Skyrim.
So what would Hasten?
So I would choose.
Oh wait. Yeah, Skyrim.
God of War.
God of War. See, okay, that's a good one. See, mine would be Breath of the Wild then.
Okay.
So Breath of the Wild, God tier, Skyrim, God tier, and then God of War, God tier. All right,
literally. So it was obvious that they won. Very obvious.
Our triple S ranks are all decided God tiers: Zelda, Skyrim, God of War. The thing is, though, is with God of War, though, remember, it wasn't obvious that it was going to win because it was up against Red Dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious to us that it should win, but it had stiff competition.
But it is still the God tier. Like,
True.
It's still...
Yeah. All right, so now we can continue on. So Resident Evil 4 for me is A, definitely.
I mean, I'd say A.
Like, it definitely makes sense.
It's very obvious. Like,
I don't like it.
Definitely.
I tried to play it, but
I
can definitely see.
It is older. Yeah, that's the thing, too.
It's hard to go back and play old games if you didn't already play them.
At the time, yeah, for sure.
Because I luckily was able to play it and experience it when I was younger.
Yeah, I played it within a few years of it coming out, so I loved it. But it's a definitely for me.
And then probably next is...
Oh, we gotta do Oblivion.
Oblivion is probably next, right?
It might have been before.
I never played
Is Oblivion or Bioshock next?
I've played Oblivion. Oblivion's really cool. It's loved, and I got stuck being a vampire, and I couldn't walk outside because when you're a vampire as in Oblivion, they'll kill you on sight.
Oh, I thought it was because of the light. Like,
no, so I'm in this boat in the main city. And as I walk out, the light hurts you, so it makes you so you're like, you can't repel stamina. And the difference between Oblivion and Skyrim is when you're a vampire in Skyrim, people just hate you. Mm-hmm. They don't kill you. In Oblivion, they literally just kill you. They come and like chase you down. It's like, I can't step out.
Can you wait till night?
No, you don't understand. Like, I'll wait till night, they still kill you. And I have no health, so I can't regen health. So I walk outside. I don't have any potions, no food. So I walk outside and I'm dead.
That sucks. That really sucks. Yeah. For me, Oblivion I would put as an okay, I guess.
No, I'd put Oblivion as makes sense. Like, it makes sense to me that Oblivion won. Like, I'm not surprised. Oblivion was basically the original best Skyrim.
Comes down to
it was
Hasten
the best
to
Elder Scrolls.
Split the vote on this one.
Like, Oblivion was the original best.
I'm not the best for it because I jumped into it, but that was it.
Makes sense.
You'd put makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I honestly would say it would like be an A, but I think it's a makes sense. Like, yeah.
All right.
Just a compromise.
Next up, we have Bioshock. Bioshock, I would say, definitely makes sense at least. Like,
but I've played the first Bioshock, and I played it after I played Infinite, so it's probably a little harder.
That's
because I could not enjoy it.
Yeah, I like Infinite better too, which is funny because a lot of people it's the opposite. Like people love the first Bioshock more than Infinite.
Really?
I think I want to change my God tier.
Really?
Yeah.
To what?
I want to make it The Walking Dead.
Man,
because I love that was like my. That's such a good game.
But you would get rid of God of War.
But that's the thing is like,
yeah. What do you think's better, Walking Dead or God of War?
They're both so good.
They're both so good.
Well, here's the thing.
They're both 10 out of 10.
It's Walking Dead Season 1.
We know
not Walking Dead Season 2, not anything like that. It's Walking Dead Season 1.
True, but Season 1's the best one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Here's the thing, though, is
so
we can guarantee that Walking Dead will be indefinitely A.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if nothing else, it'll be up there.
But then God of War is just going to be...
Well, can we not all agree if one can be in God tier? Sure, we all get one God tier, but can we all agree if one's in God tier? If we all agree that one's in God tier...
it's up to Hasten.
Because I would agree that The Walking Dead Season 1's in God tier. I watched the entire series. I watched Tobias.
I think it's kind of fun if we only... Because otherwise I would make an argument for Resident Evil 4 to be in God tier.
But neither of us would.
You wouldn't think that Resident Evil 4 would be God tier?
No.
Oh, wow. See, I think it 100% is.
I don't think...
I don't know. I like having the
3.
Yeah, because it makes it special.
We'll keep going. I'll think about it.
Okay.
But Bioshock.
I'd say makes sense.
I would say okay, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
But think about it, guys. Bioshock. Like, people...
Actually, you know what? I would go
sense.
make sense. There's one more that I would put at okay, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I guess Bioshock makes sense that it won Game of the Year. Like, I'm not like, okay, I guess. I guess Bioshock wins.
Next is Uncharted 2.
Uncharted 2, yeah.
That one is okay, I guess.
That one's a definitely.
Yeah, that's a definite.
No, because we played Uncharted 2. It wasn't that great.
No.
Oh, that was Uncharted 1.
Uncharted 2 is great.
Yeah.
So I'd put it definitely. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I would have personally had Arkham Asylum in there, but...
Oh, wait, and then Red Dead 1.
Then Red Dead 1.
Probably okay, I guess.
No, Red Dead's a definitely for me. Like, 100% definitely. I love that game.
I was not a huge fan of it. I couldn't get into it.
I remember because I bought your copy.
Should we put it in make sense? It's between mine and Connor's. I put okay, I guess. Connor put definitely.
Why are you okay? So you've never played it.
I know, but what I mean is like...
I would put it in make sense. I don't think we can drop it.
His does make sense. Yeah,
it definitely makes sense. It's not like okay, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's at least makes sense. For me, it's definitely, but...
I think so, too.
So it makes sense.
Makes sense.
All right. We have a lot of make senses. Next, we got Walking Dead is next.
A.
2012. A for sure for me. Okay. Sweet.
It would be God tier if we had an extra.
We gotta do Dragon Age.
After that is Dragon Age.
That's okay. I guess.
This one is.
It's okay. I guess.
How for me? Because like
think about the year it came out.
The year it came out. Okay, let's look.
No,
it up.
so I remember the year it came out. It made sense. Like
2014.
I was like, okay.
Video
I was like, okay. I guess that it would win. Like
so
out of the
that year we had Dark Souls 2.
Wow.
Destiny, Mario Kart 8. Alien Isolation,
Titanfall.
But no,
Smash Bros. Wii U.
I know, but go to Game of the Year nominations. None of those were nominated. Destiny wasn't nominated.
I know, but these are games that came out though. Still,
Wolfenstein,
The New Order, Far Cry 4, Shovel Knight. Holy crap!
South Park, Stick of
South
Truth.
Park, yeah,
Watch Dogs
1, Sunset Overdrive. Yeah, for me, like, I mean, this isn't the most insane year, but this is still for me like a how. How did Dragon Age beat these out?
No, I think you're right.
I've heard Dragon Age was good though.
But I mean, not that great though. Like, how much have you actually?
Okay, I agree. Yeah, it's
like,
a how.
Because I'm not like I remember when that won. I remember being like, how? How did that beat out everything else?
Yeah.
Like, who talks about Dragon Age Inquisition nowadays?
That's true.
Like,
okay,
nobody.
yeah, it's a how. It's
all
a
right,
how.
sweet. We get 2 hows. I'm glad.
All right, next is Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto.
I'd say that's a definitely.
I think it's a definitely.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was really good, and at the time, I mean, I remember.
And I can definitely see it winning. I'm like, definitely that makes sense. You know?
It was 2013. There wasn't too much that year.
I mean, there was some good stuff, but like it definitely deserved
what it got.
Game of the Year. Yeah.
All right, next
Overwatch,
is Witcher.
I was putting okay, I guess.
Well, Witcher is probably the
I think
one.
Witcher's next, and then
Oh, is
Overwatch.
it?
Yeah.
Witcher, I'd say for me is okay, I guess, because I couldn't get into it. But
I
that's
couldn't
just
either,
my
honestly.
opinion.
I couldn't either, but it
I
makes sense
understand.
That's the thing is
It
like
does make
it's not
sense.
like in.
It's a
okay, I guess.
beloved game by people.
Yeah,
I
we
don't
don't have any okay, I guesses.
But I don't think Overwatch.
I think Overwatch.
No,
is
it
gonna
won't
go
be an okay, I guess. Because for me, Overwatch is at least that makes sense. Like I love Overwatch, but it did not deserve to win. But it makes sense that it did, especially the year it came out is 2014.
That's why you should put okay, I guess, because you don't think it should. But
what I mean, no, it makes sense to me because I think like it makes sense absolutely. You know.
Well, let's decide Witcher first.
Because Overwatch came in
Because
2014.
none of us could get into Witcher. So... But we all understand why it won, though. So should
We don't
should
have
that
to.
make sense? Or
We
should
don't
that be
have
okay,
to
I
have
guess?
one that came out.
Okay,
Well, Witcher came out after Overwatch, so we have to decide Overwatch first.
No, it didn't. Witcher was
Witcher was
2015.
2015, and then Overwatch was 2014.
No, Overwatch was 2016. I promise you. For sure. There's no way Overwatch was 2014. And it lost
you're
to
right,
Dragon Age
you're right.
Inquisition.
Yeah, because
That'd
like
be crazy.
Overwatch. So 2016, this was the games, right? You had Titanfall, Dark Souls, No Man's Sky, Doom, Inside, Dishonored 2, Witness, Division. It wasn't that great of games. It wasn't. It was kind of like a year like this.
It was just like an okay year. Yeah.
So it makes sense to me that Overwatch won. And Overwatch was acclaimed.
So Witcher, what do we agree on?
Wait.
B or C?
Uncharted 4 came out in 2016.
Oh my god.
Wait, what?
That's crazy.
What game came out? What was the winner that year?
Overwatch beat Uncharted 4.
F this.
Wait, was Uncharted 4 even
Uncharted
nominated?
4 is one of the best
It
games of the
definitely had to
decade.
be.
Was it though? Because that was one of the years that it was VGX.
Let's see. Game. No, that was Geoff Keighley's.
You sure?
Game Awards 2016. Let's see here. Game of the Year. It was nominated. Okay, good.
Still, it should have won.
It should have won. Yeah. Overwatch, Doom, Inside, and Titanfall 2. Wow, Titanfall 2 was nominated for Game of the Year? Wow,
It's a
that's
good game.
cool. I mean, it was. I'm just surprised it actually got the nom on it.
How did Uncharted 4 not win? What the?
That's crazy.
How did Overwatch? I remember that now. I
thing is,
remember
though-
it, and you guys were very upset.
The thing is, though, is Overwatch is like was.
Oh, it's critically acclaimed. It's
It was a
still to
phenomenon.
this day. I mean, Overwatch 2 when it was announced was such a huge thing.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care personally, but I know a ton of people did.
Let's put it in makes sense.
Overwatch.
Yeah. I really want to.
I'd be willing
Let's
to
put it-
budge to
I'm-
put okay.
I want to
fine
put it
saying
in okay.
We can put it in okay.
Should
I
we do
guess.
okay, I guess?
Especially now that I found out Uncharted 4.
Okay.
Cool. When it won, I could imagine us all going like, okay, I guess. Like what?
Okay.
I would have been no. When it won, I would have been like,
How? How did this? Yeah, that's
Because I
true.
bought my my PlayStation 4. I bought my PlayStation
'Cause of
4
Uncharted.
for Uncharted.
Yeah.
I spent $300 because I wanted to play Uncharted.
Same.
4.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So then, where are we putting Witcher? Makes sense. Because that makes sense.
Yeah.
it does make sense.
Yeah. All right. So we have decided our Game Awards Game of the Year list 2003 to 2018. in HAL, we have Madden 04 and Dragon Age Inquisition. Okay, I guess is Overwatch. Makes sense. GTA San Andreas, GTA 4, Oblivion, Bioshock, Red Dead, Witcher 3. A, we have Resident Evil 4, Uncharted 2, Walking Dead, and GTA 5. And God tier, we each have our own God tier.
Triple S.
Triple S.
Well, and I agree with all three of these.
I do too.
I do too. Yeah,
I can't argue against Zelda being not there.
Yeah, and I can't argue against anyone. Like I can see all three of those being in there for sure.
Yeah, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim, and then God of War.
Yeah, those are that's such a great 3 games.
I haven't even played God of War, and I know it's great.
Yeah, that
2 of those games are some of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, for me too. I think we all have 2 games in there that are 2 of our favorite games of all time.
Yeah. And I bet if I played God of War, I'd love it.
And I bet if I played Skyrim, I would love it. Hasten's like, I don't know about Breath of the Wild.
He's like, I tried.
I tried.
I'm still trying.
You still try.
I'm still stuck on this mountain.
I can't believe you're still on the Great Plateau. No wonder you don't like it.
I'm not. I'm stuck on a cold mountain.
That's the Great
freezing
Plateau. That's on the Great Plateau.
Oh,
yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
You're like in the
That's
first
the tutorial.
like 10% of the game.
Like the Great, no offense against you, because the Great Plateau is pretty long.
It's big. It's a long
big, and it's hard.
Yeah.
I remember that specifically the Snowy Mountain. I could not.
I had to look it up because I couldn't figure out what.
Because you have to like cook a certain food and make a certain type
ingredient. Yeah, it's tough. But yeah, so that is our Game Awards 2003-2018 tier list maker. What is your guys' list? What did you put in God tier? What were your guys' 3 God tiers you were able to save?
Or your 1.
It better not have been Madden 03.
Or your 1, yeah, that's true. Because they'd only get 1 each.
I'm surprised Dark Souls didn't win.
Me too.
Because that's
not
a big
any
game.
of them. Dark Souls 2 or 3 didn't win.
Yeah, I don't know which one out of the 3 is like considered the best.
I think Dark Souls 2 is considered the best.
Well, that was the year of what was
Madden.
No, Dragon Age Inquisition, right?
No, Dark Souls 3 was Dragon Age.
Was it? Huh. Either way. Should we go ahead and talk about what we've been watching and playing a little bit?
Yeah!
Sweet. So you guys can go ahead and start. What have you guys been up to?
Well, what I've been watching that I can't believe we haven't talked about is The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
Disney
Plus! Oh, that's right. Don't say anything about The Mandalorian. I haven't watched it.
You haven't watched it?
I know. I've been watching everything else.
I wanted to be able to actually talk about spoilers.
Okay, you just watched the 2nd episode yesterday.
No, the 3rd. I'm up to. I watched the 3rd episode because it just came out yesterday.
I've been watching it every Friday.
Here's the deal.
Yeah,
Since Disney Plus came out, I've also been watching Rick and Morty. Completely finished Rick and Morty. Alright, so I'm already watching Rick and Morty, which I just got caught up with. And then I'm also watching like the Imagineering show.
Imagineering Story.
You know,
you watched the Imagineering Story over the Mandalorian?
Okay, well, when it first came out, I looked at the Mandalorian. I wanted to watch Mandalorian, but I was on my phone. And I didn't want to watch
that's a good
Mandalorian
point,
on the
yeah.
phone. So I literally watched Imagineering Story. It's awesome. I'm watching it. They're like an hour and a half episodes, quiet, so I can't just they're long.
So it's a good series.
I'm excited. Awesome. I'm excited.
It's
to watch
about Disneyland. It's about Disneyland and like how they made the rides. And, yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of want to get your guys' thoughts on Disney Plus in general. Right? I feel like this should be a separate episode.
Should we do it?
I don't know.
Well, let's just talk about what we've been watching.
Briefly.
We've been watching Mandalorian.
Sure. Yeah.
I watched Hannah Montana.
Me too.
I'm on season 2, episode 12 or
Nice.
something like that.
Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Sweet Life.
Yeah, I watched the first 5 episodes of Sweet Life.
I'm watching Sweet Life on deck. I didn't even watch Zack and Cody. I don't know why. Just because since we started watching deck, I wanted to keep.
Yeah,
watching
on deck is great. Like
so freaking.
I've watched Hannah Montana, Wizard of Waverly Place, Sweet Life. Not all of them, but just like I've
been watching episodes of them.
Few episodes here and there. What else? Phineas and Ferb, I think. Like
is that on
episodes.
there?
Gravity Falls is on there, and oh my gosh, this is a whole thing. They freaking censored Gravity Falls. They took one of the symbols out.
Why?
Literally, because it looks like the Freemason symbol.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is a weird
and so
thing.
People are pissed because they're like, now everybody who's watching it for the first time will experience a different show than it actually was. Mm-hmm. Who knows what else they'll take?
That's a whole nother topic for another day because that actually is a big thing going on with like streaming services lately. Because Disney Plus has done that with a few shows actually.
I know Simpsons they took out an episode with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, and then they also A New Hope, I think it is. They changed the Greedo scene to where there's like a new scene where he says McClunky instead of like right before he shoots. You know how Han Solo shoots him? Like he's like McClunky right before.
Which is like I'm gonna kill you. Or something like that.
Yeah, which is like they just added it in.
Why?
Just say that Han defends himself.
Yeah,
just kills him.
They don't like the idea that like Han shot first,
just shot him,
just killed him. So they're they're trying to make it to where it's like, oh, he shot him because he shot first. Like
he shot him because he's just defending himself.
Yeah.
So what? Han's a freaking smuggler.
Yeah.
Han's a bad guy. Han freaking steals things.
Yeah. And so that is a worrisome thing, that it's like there are certain shows that are being altered from what their original form was. But, I mean, that has happened in the past. I mean, George Lucas did it to his own movies for years.
That's true.
The original Star Wars
yeah,
movies, so.
And added in the worst CGI.
The worst scene in freaking Return of the Jedi with the singer CGI girl.
I love that scene.
You love it?
I love watching it.
Oh my gosh, it is so horrible. I hate that.
It's so
much.
awesome.
Like, why the heck? What made George Lucas think, you know what would make this movie better? Is a random CGI frog girl singing.
I think the worst edition is when
cool.
the stormtroopers are one of the most classic scenes.
And the giant thing walks
they're
across,
looking
like,
for the droid parts, and it's like the classic scene where the stormtroopers doing this. You know, like,
yeah.
And there's a random freaking like monster in the background that one of them's riding, like.
Well, the worst one,
and
though.
It's so bad.
The worst one is when Obi-Wan and Luke pull up on the speeder with C3.
Oh yeah, and it randomly walks in front of the screen.
Stormtroopers are like, "Wow, where are your identification sign?" And he's like, "You don't need it." You know, and then like, there's this giant like dinosaur thing that just walks in front of the screen. Just like, it takes like 3 seconds to go across. Like, what the frick?
Why, George?
Why'd you add that?
And I hate that they changed Jabba too, because the original Jabba was good.
It was
the practical effect, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they changed it to the CGI one, and it looks so weird.
Well, he's still the practical one in Return of the Jedi, but in A New Hope, they added the CGI scene where Han Solo walks over him too. It's the worst CGI I've ever seen,
Really?
honestly. Like, because originally, did you guys know Jabba was a human?
Really?
Well,
yeah,
in a suit.
No, not even a suit. He was just a normal dude.
No, I know. What I mean is like the tail and everything, and then like makeup. What I mean
No.
is, it wasn't.
No,
It's not a
character
human.
Jabba the Hutt.
Connor,
You're
what we're saying is
was
Jabba
human.
the Hutt. It's not a real human that looks like Jabba the Hutt. He's wearing makeup and he has a suit on.
No.
Connor!
No, I think you're confused. No, listen. Jabba the Hutt, the character, wasn't a giant slime guy. Originally.
I knew that.
No,
I
so
knew
in
that.
the original A New Hope, when they had Jabba the Hutt, like
He
George
was
Lucas had the
a
vision,
guy.
he was just a normal dude. Like, he wasn't a giant slime monster thing.
Yeah.
So they filmed a scene with Han Solo talking to him that was deleted, where he's talking to this dude who's playing Jabba, who's just a normal human guy, and he like circles around him.
Oh, I
and
knew
stuff.
that.
And so when they later released this scene as part of like the special edition of Star Wars, like the official edition now, they have this stupid scene in there. They put in this deleted scene, and they CGI'd Jabba over the top of this guy, like a CGI actual Jabba, the Jabba we know now. And so the scene where Han Solo walks behind him, they're like, frick, this doesn't make sense because he walks through him. Because he literally walks right behind him like this. So it's like he's this giant monster. It doesn't make sense. So they CGI'd Han Solo stepping on his back and walking over him like...
Oh yeah, because then Jabba goes, ah!
And it looks horrible. Like, all of a sudden Han Solo's just like randomly like walks over the
It looks like Polar Express.
It looks so bad. Like, I don't know why they did that, but anyway, that was besides the point.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this rant about things Disney Plus has changed, but besides that, I've been really enjoying it.
It's awesome.
Lots of Disney Plus for me. Like, really,
Same.
that's it. Lots of Disney Plus.
I have been watching.
I wish we could talk about Mandalorian.
I know, I want to talk about
I haven't even
so bad.
opened.
Dick.
I don't want. We would have to do spoilers anyway. We'd have to save spoilers, but
No, we could do spoilers in
We
the
could
shows. Just warn them.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, man, I want
like
to
literally,
so
I haven't
bad.
even opened Netflix since Disney Plus came out. Like honestly,
We
I
definitely know spoilers from the show, though. Because
No.
Have you not heard anything?
I've heard one thing about Baby Yoda.
Oh, okay, well,
But that's
spoilers.
it.
Goodness. I'll put a spoiler disclaimer in there, guys.
But like that's it. Like because I couldn't avoid it because literally Disney like tweeted it out.
Well, yeah.
Who
I
loves
was-
Baby Yoda?
I was like, how have you not seen anything about that
But that's
yet? Like,
all I've seen.
Well, that's the biggest spoiler.
nothing else is really a spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I literally haven't even opened Netflix. Like literally Disney Plus and then Adult Swim.
So I do want to talk about The Mandalorian a little bit, and we can avoid spoilers, I guess. We can just talk, like, the show in general. Because for me, so I know a lot of people, like, after the first episode, were loving it. Like, super in, and stuff like that. And so for me, it was actually kind of the opposite, which is weird.
Really?
I didn't really like the first episode. And I was really sad because I was like, I wanted to like this show so much. And now that episode 2 and episode 3, I'm all in now. Now I love it. Now I'm like super
Great.
engaged and stuff like that. And I guess it was more the end of episode 1 that got me. Because what happened is, so I can't talk spoilers, so I don't want to say specific things, but there's a character at the very beginning of episode 1 that I could not freaking stand. He's a blue character. I mean, you know, the guy at the beginning, the blue guy that's on his ship that he captured.
Yes.
He was horrible. Like, his acting was absolutely terrible. I was like, what the heck is this? I was like, why is his acting so bad? Like, it felt like a Star Wars show on, like, cable TV.
Really?
And I was like, this is weird. Like, why is it like this? Like, I just didn't know why that guy was so bad. And then the special effects for the first episode weren't as good. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, I don't know if for some reason that first episode was a pilot and they filmed it way earlier before the rest of the series, because I felt like certain elements of it just didn't look as good as the second and third episode.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, what the heck? And then...
Sorry, go ahead, you're good.
Oh, I was just going to say, but once episode 2 came along, I was so in. It was like once the end of episode 1, like once
the thing,
I know once the big thing happens, I was all in. And then episode 2 came along, loved episode 2, and episode 3 is my favorite one so far.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. What's your favorite episode? Because 3 is my favorite.
3 is my favorite so far, by far. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Favorite episode. My favorite episode for sure is episode 3, as of right now. Like, and as of right now, I think it's just gotten better and better. Like, episode 3 is my favorite, then 2, then 1. I think 1 was just trying to find its footing a bit. Like, I don't know if they filmed those in chronological order or not, or if it's all over, but I don't know. 1, I was just kind of disappointed in overall until, like, the end. And then,
what's your thoughts on the length of the episodes?
It's weird. Like,
I thought it would be
all over. Like,
yeah, because there's some that are... There's one that's 37, which is episode 3. I think that's the longest one.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, 32,
episode 2 was,
34.
I think, 30 minutes. Like, 31 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird. Like, that's, like, sitcom TV, like, length. So it's like...
Now, it is 30 minutes without commercials, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Where when you take, like, a 30-minute, like Rick and Morty, it's really only 20 minutes.
22 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is one of those things where it's like, part of me is like, I want more. I want the episode to keep going. Because, like, every time the episode ends every Friday, I'm like, man, I want the next one. Like, I have to wait. I don't want to wait. But then the other part of me is kind of like, I think it might be better story-wise for them to be shorter, because then there's not as much fluff. Like, this is one of the things we've talked about with, like, some Netflix shows that they have problems with, or Walking Dead. Walking Dead's a big example of this, where there's some episodes that literally don't matter at all. Like, they'll just have fluff episodes that are like, we need an episode for episode 12, so we're going to throw in this random garbage episode that doesn't affect the story at all, and you just kind of waste an
Walking
hour.
Dead does the worst on that, too. Cause it's like
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Crap, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, did you know? So the director of episode 3 for Mandalorian
is the head of Obi-Wan. Yeah, her name's Deborah Chow. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, heck yes, because that was my favorite one.
And Jon Favreau's going to help with it. Like, Jon Favreau's a god.
He's awesome.
Among making, like, content for nerds.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, think about it. Okay, one thing that I will say this. Oh, man, I don't know if this is a spoiler or not. It kind of is, but in episode 3, Taryn, this isn't spoiling anything for you, I promise. Okay. But kind of spoilers, I guess, for episode 3. There's a part where someone's flying next to a ship.
Yeah.
I hated that scene.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, because the reason why I was like, are they trying to reference Iron Man?
I love what he said after.
Oh, yes, I did love that. Yeah, I love that too.
Yeah, that was sick.
I love that too. I just didn't like the way the guy looked doing it.
Yeah, like, he did look a lot.
He looked like Iron Man. He was like doing like the, like I was like, what? Are they? At first, I thought it was a reference because Jon Favreau directed the first 2 Iron Man movies. So I was like, is that a reference to Iron Man or something? Because it does not look good. Like I don't know. That bothered me. But otherwise, episode 3 I thought was like close.
Jon Favreau directed the 2. Isn't he in it?
He's the lead.
He's Happy Hogan.
Yeah.
He's the lead. Oh no, yeah.
What I mean is
he's the lead of the Mandalorian though.
Yeah,
he is the Mandalorian.
Jon Favreau is the lead. No, like he's.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute.
No, my armor's 4 times the normal size of Mandalorian.
He lost a lot of weight for it, and his voice got way cooler.
I was gonna say, I was like,
no, he's like lead. The head of the.
But yeah, he's the showrunner.
Yeah,
he's the showrunner for it all. So he doesn't direct every episode, but he.
But I knew he. So he's the director of Iron Man 1 and 2, and he's in it. That's hilarious.
Yeah, he did Iron Man 1 and 2. He did Elf, which is awesome.
Elf.
Yeah.
He's
director of Elf, and he's also in Elf. If you remember, he's the doctor. He's eating the cotton balls up.
That's right.
Yeah,
he's a good freaking director.
Yeah, he's done a lot of great stuff.
Maybe not Iron Man 2,
and maybe not The Lion King, but
Oh, he did that.
Yeah. No, freaking Iron Man 2 is underrated. I like Iron Man 2. Jungle Book was good too. But
did he direct that?
Yeah, but I'm enjoying The Mandalorian a lot now. Now it's like probably my favorite show.
It's my favorite show on right now.
Yeah. Me too. But in Tanner, I recommend if you watch it.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Try to maybe you'll really enjoy the first episode. I don't know. A lot of people did. But if you're like me and you're kind of like, man, this is weird.
Well, luckily I'll binge the 3 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
So even if I don't like the first episode, the second episode might sway me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I want to talk about things that happen in it so bad, but we can't. One thing I will say is in the first episode, this changed for me. This is a big thing that was bothering me immensely in the first episode that I eventually loved in the second and third episode, and that's the music. In the first episde, I hated the music because I was like, this is not Star Wars.
Isn't it like pop?
No, it's
not.
I
could hear you listening to it, and it sounded like it was like.
No, you must have been listening to something else. But no, it's not like pop. But it's nothing like Star Wars. Like, it's like synth, weird. It's by his name's Ludwig something. He did the music for Black Panther, so it's much more like. Interesting.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what it was. Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, it's nothing like how Star Wars actually is. So at first I was like, "This is weird. This does not fit Star Wars." But then in the second episode and third episode, I was like, "Okay, this is more like Western music, and it really fits." Like the theme song is awesome. I love that. Like at the end of the episode when it ends every week, like.
Yeah, it has a really good theme song.
Yeah, it's so good.
I want to watch it.
I love the. Yeah, it gets me so pumped. What else have you guys been watching or playing?
I've been playing Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, that's right.
Straight Star Wars.
It's amazing. Yeah, I was telling these guys last night. I've been watching like videos on like top 10 Jedi's most powerful of all time. Like,
who's the darkest Sith?
Darkest Sith.
Mace Windu number 1.
Darkest. Oh, most powerful. Yoda's the one. Mace Windu's 2.
Mace Windu. And I know a lot of people like hate this stuff, but like back in the day, like during the prequel time, everyone was like Mace Windu has the biggest like midichlorian count or whatever, or something, because I remember that was a big argument.
Yeah.
Anyway,
he's awesome.
But Jedi Fallen Order is probably going to be my game of the year so far. It has such an amazing story, so I've been playing a lot of that.
Cool gameplay.
Yes,
I heard it's kind of like Assassin's Creed.
It's like Uncharted. It has a lot of Uncharted mixed with Dark Souls.
Yeah, the traversal is just like.
I heard you can climb really like a lot of things though.
Yeah,
kind of like Assassin's Creed.
There's wall running, like it's like Uncharted climbing.
Yeah, the difference with Uncharted climbing and Assassin's Creed climbing is Assassin's Creed you can climb like anything, building wise. Uncharted there's like specific spots you can see where you can climb, and that's how Jedi Fallen Order.
Like Jedi Fallen Order, if you're running on if you're wall running on like a ribbed area, like if it's like ribbed, you can run on that area.
As far as gameplay goes, do you have like the Force?
Yeah,
of course.
You're a Jedi. You're a Jedi. You have everything a Jedi has.
It's awesome. Like as of right now,
you can customize your lightsaber. Like,
that's cool.
Can
you Force choke?
Don't say anything.
That's Sith. But
no, maybe. Because like if it's anything like Old Republic, Star Wars Old Republic, you could choose if you go more dark.
That's not how this is. It's more linear.
It's story driven.
Yeah,
like you hate.
It's a story. Sorry,
but you can free roam planets. Like, it's actually. I'm surprised you can free roam. Like,
do you have a speeder?
That's one thing I was surprised about because I didn't expect that you go to different planets.
Yeah, you go to like I'm at 4 planets right now, but you can travel the different planets. So
yeah, I'm only a few hours in, and so far I'm loving it. Like I can't wait to play more. It's literally like my favorite genre of game. It's like an Arkham meets Uncharted meets I don't even know like
Dark Souls. The respawn stuff is like Dark Souls.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually hard. It can be hard. Like I started on just normal, and I switched it down because like I don't like challenge when I'm trying to play a story. If I'm like just trying to like have fun, maybe I'll play it a little bit harder. But when I'm just trying to get the story down, I play it on easy.
It is hard, dude. That's funny because I'm on normal too. And early in the game, there's this thing you fight, and I was dying.
The toad thing?
Yeah. I was like, what the frick? What am I supposed to do? And yeah. There's some hard parts.
Suck.
It's hard. Like you have to have right dodge time because if you dodge wrong, you'll get stuck in an animation, and like so you have to be careful with that.
Yeah, I love it. As of right, I mean, I could see it easily becoming my game of the year this year potentially. I have to go through and read it and whatnot, but I'm excited to play more. Tanner?
As far as what I've been watching Rick and Morty, of course. Rick and Morty's freaking awesome. I started watching it for the first time probably like 2 weeks ago, and I already rewatched the whole series again, waiting for season 4 because I finished it about a week ago, and then I wanted to rewatch it before season 4 came out. I guess 2 weeks ago at this point. And then season 4 is awesome. Yeah. Jason's watched the first 2 episodes. In my opinion, it's the best series start so far. The first 2 episodes are better than any episode that I've experienced, and it's freaking awesome. Like, now I know all the references, and like freaking Mr. Meeseek's box. That's my favorite episode because the
you like the new episode or
yeah yeah, there's a new episode, and the whole situation with the new episode with the toilet is hilarious. It's so freaking funny. It's so funny. Like, they somehow made a toilet like you almost like care, like you start to like it's like sad, and like at the end, like I was like straight up like I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so sad, like it's so sad. And then
I'm excited to watch them.
Oh my gosh, it's so freaking hilarious.
I'm waiting till they're all available
done
to watch because I prefer watching that way.
Yeah, and my favorite episode so far is season 1 episode 3, and it's the Meeseeks
box.
Oh my god!
Is that episode 3? Is that early?
And Rick and Morty go on a separate adventure, and it's the most disgusting thing.
Jerry's with Meeseeks.
Yeah, and
wait, is
they're trying to teach him how to golf. The jelly bean.
Oh my god!
And when they're trying to teach him how to golf. And
and he's like, "Put your head down, shoulders up." And he's like, "Which one is it?" And they're like, "It's both." And then they're like, the only way to do it is to kill him.
That episode is disgusting. At the end,
the jelly bean.
I love the part where the villagers or whatever are like, "No, don't tell anyone. Let them remember him for what the idea was."
With the idea of Mr. Jellybean. And it's like, he's like, "Hello, friend. You're on an adventure." And then he's like rubbing his shoulder. Oh my gosh. I was like watching it, and I'm like, what the frick is happening?
Like, you feel for Rick or Morty. You're like,
poor
oh my
Morty.
gosh, no.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. And like, I've been like jumping into like the whole lore and like all the characters. It's like super cool. I could watch the videos and stuff. It's like so freaking awesome.
Yeah, Rick and Morty's hilarious.
I love that show. Like, it's like really cool, funny, sad. It's like all of it. It's like different genres. It's hard to explain. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's good. It got it all going. And I like that it has an actual story arc that carries through every episode too. Like through a season, I mean.
Yeah.
Because there's like stuff like Family Guy or whatever.
Futurama.
It's more weeks. You could watch any episode of Family Guy,
and just it has its own story each episode.
But it's like if you didn't watch like Rick and Morty once, you'd be like,
what
"Why is Jerry
happened?
Not with
Beth anymore?"
Yeah,
why?
Yeah, like,
why does Summer have a face tattoo? Yeah.
Like, what there's things you would miss out on.
No, and like, I think
Jerry's my favorite character.
Jerry's freaking hilarious.
Like, I feel so bad.
I love to hate him.
The new episode where they make the app.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, it's like, so bad. No, and then she's like, "Did you look at the app?" He's like, "No, of course not." And then they're hugging, and she pulls out her phone, and it says that she matched with the gay guy that does Project Runway, and she's like, "No."
Yeah, Jerry. I think I love Jerry so much because I just sympathize with him so bad.
Because he's like everybody. He's like all of us.
Yeah, he's the audience. Well, he's probably the most normal character too.
I think he does represent the audience.
He does represent the audience because he's like, what the heck is going on? He actually questions everything.
He's like, what? He's like, don't turn my son into an anime freaking character.
So I have been playing and watching a whole bunch of different things. It sucks right now because there's so much to watch and play.
Oh, I haven't even finished Luigi's Mansion 3
I know,
either.
that's what I was about to talk about. I've been playing a lot of Luigi's Mansion 3. I haven't played it in like a week and a half, though, like 2 weeks, because I've been so busy watching other things, and I want to get back to it so bad because I've had a blast with it. Like,
when I got to the gardener.
Okay, yeah, I got past that one by like one level.
I'm literally at the boss, and like, I don't know, like there's so much else to do and play, and like I just haven't had time.
It's tough. I fully intend to get back to it and beat it because I actually really love it. It's in my top 5 games.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games this year. It does bring back a lot of the same feelings I get from the first game. I like the more open world kind of feel. It doesn't feel like it's levels.
It's 10 times better than Dark Moon for me in terms of, like, I still like Dark Moon, but this one's much more akin to the
It's good to get a
one.
Luigi's Mansion back on console.
For sure. I think there's still a couple things in there that don't quite nail back to harken back to the original like I would like it to, but that's fine. Like, it's okay that
it's its own thing.
It's its own thing.
At least it did. Yeah, at least it didn't try to be the first one too much.
If nothing else, we have the first one forever, still on the GameCube and on 3DS now. Like, it's still accessible to play that one. So there's no reason why this one can't be something different. And I actually like a lot of the newer things in it. Like there's some really good elements. Even the co-op mode is fun. We were
Really
playing
fun,
it, the Scare Scraper. That was fun. And then I've also been playing Terry DLC for Smash. I love him as a character. I would have never guessed that I would like when he was announced. I was kind of like, okay, I don't care too much. But I love his moveset. Like, playing as him is super fun. He has some OP, like, combo moves you can do.
Did you figure out how to do it then?
Oh, yeah. I can do them so easily now. And they're insane. Like,
gosh.
Yeah. But his stage is awesome, too. It adds a whole new system to Smash that's never been there before, where you have to, like, actually break the walls off the side to get people out of the level instead of, like, falling off an edge.
Similar to, like, the snake level.
It's similar to that, but...
You can't even send them up in the air.
Well, you can send them up through the air, but you don't. I guess it is a lot like this snake
you have
level,
to
but those walls are on the edge of the level essentially, and they break through
in the middle. Yeah.
What else you guys been playing and watching?
That's all I've been doing.
I mean, Fortnite Chapter 2. I've been playing it. I just finished the Battle Pass, which normally is at the end of the season, but they just announced that the Season 1 of Chapter 2 got extended to February. Almost an entire season later. Like, most seasons are about 2.5 months. This one's going to be 5 months.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
Whoa, why?
So it was supposed to end in 2 weeks, and then it just got extended till February.
Did they just run a...
So no, what the creator tweeted about it, he wanted to make sure, because he said he didn't want to have to do a Christmas season. Because it's going to be in December. He's like, I didn't want to have to do another Christmas season. He's like, I did it Season 7. He's like, I don't want to have to do just another Christmas season. Because he's like, I don't want to be forced into do a Christmas season. So he's like, we're waiting off. We'll just do Christmas celebrations in this season, and then we'll start a new one in February. So I'm like, that's fine. Like, I don't care. Even though it's going to get kind of boring, because without having Battle Pass and rewards and stuff to do, you're going to kind of get bored, you know. But either way, I've been playing that. Super fun. I've been playing the Save the World more. The Save the World, they're actually, like, putting stuff in, and, like, yeah, they've actually been updating it a lot lately, and I freaking love it. It's super fun. I wish you got it so we could all play it together.
Is it still cost money?
It's like $20.
$20.
Yeah.
Too
like
much.
there's like these dungeons you can do, and it's like you progress each level of like hell, and then you get to the bottom and it's the boss. It's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then I've been playing Destiny 2 a little bit. Apex, of course.
Oh yeah,
Sea of
Apex.
Thieves.
We didn't even talk about that.
Sea of Thieves. Yeah. I freaking love it. The new update, the music.
It's Hasten's favorite game.
Freaking loves
Game
it.
of the year for him.
He's already asleep talking about it.
He's talking about what?
No, I do. Like, when that update came out and I started the title screen and the new music, I was like, oh my gosh.
Sea of Thieves for me, like, I love the atmosphere of it. I love the way it makes me feel.
It just feels
like,
so calm.
It just feels so cool, and like, yeah, the gameplay's not the best, but that's okay. Like, I forget.
Well, the gameplay's great. It's what to do. It feels like it's hard to get do
true.
stuff.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Hasten gets kind of annoyed of it, because it's like it feels like you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Because it's kind of just like like fixing the boat, putting the sails. It's a very calming game. Like,
yeah.
I find myself so calm whenever I play. I'm like.
It's funny because I've heard a lot of people compare that to Death Stranding as well. I've actually heard a lot of people say, like, for Death Stranding, the reason why they love it is because it's calming. Like, one of the biggest
I feel like
complaints
Death Stranding would be scary. Like the freaking thing that goes on.
Yeah, but for a lot of it, you're literally it's a hiking simulator, you know?
You're like, literally walking
carrying boxes.
America.
Yeah. Carrying boxes and trying not to have them
trying not to tip. Like,
that's hilarious. When I was watching some videos on it, and it's so tall.
It's so like, big. Trying to balance, like, and not fall, and then you fall, and everything goes everywhere. Like, I'm like, for me, watching that, I'm like, I don't want to do that in a video game, too. Like, I have to do that in real life already. For real. I don't want to have to do that in a video game. But see, like, the difference is with like Sea of Thieves is like I'm not on a boat being a pirate every day. Like, this is the way I get to be a pirate.
Like, I get to just freaking drink and play the banjo and run into an island and kill skeletons and grab. Like, literally, I played it solo like 2 days ago. I literally just jumped in. I went to an island. There was like a random cave that led all the way down, and there was like spikes. It's like brand new.
Oh wow!
I didn't find this. Like, there was like spikes that would pop out, and there was this really dope gold skeleton with like green teeth at the bottom.
Oh, that's cool.
And I killed him, and it gave me like a cool. I wasn't even on a mission.
Yeah.
I was like, what the frick? Like, I love that you can just jump in and like make your own adventure.
Mm-hmm. It really is a make your own adventure game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And it's best with friends too.
Yeah, and it's make your own adventure to the extreme. where it's like
For
it
sure.
literally will not tell you what to do.
No, that game is
They've
the most
started to make it to where
unhelpful
it
game
might do it a
tutorial
little
sense.
bit more, because I know when Parker played for the first time, it was telling him what to do.
Oh, really?
Which sucks, because I wish they kept it how it was when we
Where
started.
you just have no idea.
Just
what to
puts
do
you in
at
the game and they're like,
all. Like, what do we do? Let's go get this ship and sail off.
go get on your ship and find something
Try
to do.
to figure out how to turn the sails and catch the wind. And yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out a couple movies I've watched recently. Jojo Rabbit, Taika Waititi's
Oh, you watched it?
New movie. Yeah, it was great. It was really
Okay.
good. Like, and only Taika
Oscar?
Waititi could pull off a movie like that. Like,
Oscar type, do you think?
I think it has a good chance. Yeah, I don't know. I think it will.
Think
be
it was too
nominated.
controversial?
I don't think it's controversial at all. I think it's just it might be one of those movies some people look at as more it's too comedic because it's very comedic in a lot of ways. But
I
I
like dark humor though.
some of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if it was nominated. I think it was hilarious, and Taika Waititi as Hitler was freaking so funny. Like,
Can't believe they had
like there's
him.
there's some scenes in there like I don't want to spoil them, but they're so freaking funny. Like some of the
Really?
stuff he does, yeah, it's so good. And then I also watched The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson.
Oh, yeah. How was
Willem
that?
Dafoe. That movie was freaking weird, and I loved it.
Is it going to be? Because I feel like that one would be an Oscar.
I mean, I hope so, but it's one that I don't know if it will be for this in this same sense as Jojo Rabbit. That I think it's very weird. Like there are
Weird.
things that happen in that I'm like, what the frick? And especially the end of the movie, like it gets insane. Like
You're like, what?
I can't. I don't want to. Once again,
Even the trailers make no sense. It's like killing a gull or something, and then
You don't kill your girl.
yeah,
You
you're not,
spill-
it's
you
the
spill-
spirit of a sailor.
Spill your beans.
Yeah.
What you spill your beans for?
It's freaking
Willem
weird.
Dafoe, I think, will definitely get a Best Actor nom for supporting
Think so?
actor. Yeah, he's amazing in it. Robert Pattinson's amazing too, but Willem Dafoe is like, oh my gosh. But if you guys want to see a weird movie with a weird ending, check that one out.
I want to watch it. Though. That's really cool. Is it all in black and white?
It's all in black and white, and it's in 4:3 aspect ratio.
Where is that
So it's all smaller screen, like how old box TVs used to be. So I remember at the theater, so many people... Dude, oh my gosh. I saw this at the theater, and almost everyone walked out. Like, it was crazy. So I went in, like, a matinee, like, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, and it was all old people there, like a bunch of old couples. And I was like, why the heck did they come see this? Do they not know, like, this is going to be a really artsy, weird movie? And half of them walked out. Like, by the end of it, like, so many people, like, throughout the movie, a scene would happen, and I'd just see them get up and, like, slowly walk out and, like, shaking their head, like, this thing has some stuff that I'm like, oh, you should have known what you were coming in for. Like, this movie has some weird stuff in it.
Really?
Yeah, but, like, it was so funny. Just seeing, like, there's these people next to me who I was getting so annoyed because they kept talking, and they were just talking out loud, and I just heard them, though, and I started to kind of giggle, though, because some of the stuff, they were just like, why? They need to fix the projector. Like, it's not full screen. Anyway, anything else you guys been playing, watching?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, sweet. We did it. We ranked the Game of the Year awards 2003 to 2018. We talked about what we've been playing and watching. We did it.
We did it!
What have you guys been up to? What have you guys been watching and playing? Let us know in the comments below.
Are you guys excited for the Video Game Awards? Are you going to be watching it?
Yeah,
Tune in.
for sure. Mason's happy over there. Just kidding. A little too happy.
He's like, we're done.
Thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on social media at Super Bros Videos on Twitter, Super Basement Bros on Instagram. You can listen to us on all your favorite podcast services. And yeah, video on YouTube. Leave comment, subscribe, like, all that good jazz. We're an entertainment-based podcast. Tell your friends, please. No, I'm just kidding.
If you're still here,
If you're still
type
here,
5,
if you're here, type 526. You get $5.
Venmo you. I have to verify that you're real.
Yeah, and not me
And not
making a
you.
fake
Connor.
account. Anyway, thank you for listening. We'll see you later.
Bye.